you keep that private.
Find out what made Lily Allen and Mikita Oliver say this.
It's just so next level what we're talking about.
But you know what I mean?
And this.
I think we should put our phones down and go to the park and try and remember what was good about the world, and let's try and get back to there.
Sounds good.
Join them as they talk about pretty much everything.
Yes, we do go to all sorts of places, happy, sad, and everything in between.
Miss Me with Lily Allen and Mikita Oliver. Listen on BBC Sounds.
Thank you for downloading this programme from BBC Radio 4. For more information, visit bbc.co.uk/Radio 4.
Welcome to the last Infinite Monkey Cage in the series. The title is Infinite, but Radio 4's requirements of us are finite. I'm Robin Ince, and over the course of the last 4 weeks, I've been more surprised than I imagined about how little I know. It turns out the universe is really big.
And I'm Brian Cox, and I am Become Death, the destroyer of worlds, by which I mean I used to work on an STFC science funding committee. And as it's Christmas week today, we'll be discussing science and religion.
And do remember, you get a prize if you got the STFC funding committee Oppenheimer gag there. So that's the last of the science funding jokes out the way, and I think they went down tremendously well. Radio Times, a rave review.
Thank you,
Anyway,
Robin.
To help finally solve this eternal quandary in under 28 minutes, science versus religion, science and religion, we are joined in the Monkey Cage by Chris Addison, actor, writer, and best known perhaps as Ollie in the BBC hit comedy The Thick of It. And he's on the side of possibly the recently fallen. And we're also delighted to have the Right Reverend Victor Stock, Dean of Guildford.
Hello.
What an excellent... We haven't had a hello like that in the series at all.
Hello. That's what Dean should sound like. Hello.
Chris, you have done various shows specifically about science, one about evolution, and then, I think possibly what to me would be the trickiest one, you did a solo stand-up show about the periodic table.
I did, yes.
God, great. Did people laugh?
They did, yes. You can do it. It's possible. But there was one point in the show where, about sort of 10 minutes in, I didn't like to do it straight away because people, you have to warm them into this kind of thing. I pulled on a string which revealed the periodic table, and every single night you could hear, oh, as people saw this thing, this wall of impenetrable nonsense that had tortured them as children.
Do you have a gag for every element? I mean, I was thinking, is it thulium that might be a tough one?
They're all quite tough. I don't think I had a gag for every element. I did try, the very first preview I did of the show, which was in York, I had no structure, and so I went through the periodic table doing the jokes about the elements I'd written in order, and that turned out to be no way to do a show. The show itself was called Atomicity, and it was about how we are with science and what our response to the universe is, which is that we attempt to control it, and that we've used it to understand and investigate further and further control what we're doing. But any shows that I've written about science or history or what have you that are comedy shows, the rule has always been the jokes come first. So what actually happens in the writing process is I end up with the best jokes I've got, and then I find a way of stringing them together.
Right. Victor, we met in this grey area between science and religion, didn't we? Because I met you at your cathedral. I was the token atheist. The token atheist on the panel, and I think we found more common ground than either of us had imagined. And then you came to CERN to see my...
at your invitation. That was fantastic. And I remember you taking me round it, and we went round that underground bit, the size of the Circle Line, and I was supposed to respond, and, like all kind of people who don't know anything about science, I just went, oh, goodness, it's huge, isn't it? Wow. Oh, Lysaid, it's ever so long. And that sort of really kind of informed, highly educated response. And then, mercifully, I found a bit... I said, look, is that held together with baking foil? And everybody went, because it actually was. And I have a theory that that's a bit that fell off and stopped the whole experiment from working. Am I right about that or not?
No.
Good.
Not surprising.
That's a relief. Anyway, it was great, wasn't it? I hugely enjoyed it.
Well, yeah, and, it's often...
So mysterious.
Well, it is. It's often reported there should be some tension between the scientific worldview and the religious worldview. I mean, there's obviously Richard Dawkins, there's Christopher Hitchens. So did you find that there was anything there about exploring, the very early universe, about the scientific project in general, that caused you to think there must be a tension, there's something inherent there?
Absolutely not. And just after I had that experience with you, I was preaching in Westminster Abbey, and there were a lot of American students. And I noticed them, and we were having some public conversation about Darwin at that stage last year, and I said, over there, just beneath where you're sitting, Darwin is buried. And I said, when Darwin was buried, there was absolutely no difficulty for the Dean and Chapter of Westminster to give Christian burial to Darwin and honour him with a place in the Abbey. In your country, I think, well, from the United States, there are people called creation.
Hi.
At the end, I was fascinated by the number of
Ahoy there.
who came up in a rather sweet way
Where is Steam?
and said,
Found it. Found Steam.
"We're
It's Veilguard.
So we heard this in Westminster Abbey." So I think for the Anglican Church, which has struggled to keep up with what's going on in the world, there hasn't been any innate difficulty about working alongside scientists. After all, lots of scientists have been ordained and priests. I mean, 2 archbishops of York ago, Lord Habgood was an ordained scientist. We could do with a few more.
Why do you think people just at certain parts around the
It's true. The father of modern genetics was a monk. What was his? Mendel. Gregor Mendel? I think that was his name. Verifying shaders. With any luck, this will stop the crashing we've been having. Look at that CPU usage. You'll love to see it. A bit weird that this is happening in a in-game screen. Normally this happens in a Steam window. I also love that they're giving the percentage to 4 significant figures. I wonder why it's very. Is there some kind of telemetry which said that it was crashing a lot recently? Or have they recently patched the crashing that people have been experiencing? And this is a follow-up. Or have I recently had a driver update, which is prompting a recache? What I do know after Googling it is that the crash we experienced in this point yesterday was happening across AMD and Nvidia on Linux and Windows. And it happened after a specific update as well. Which one, I don't remember. I didn't play it until well after. What am I doing? Did I not just come over here?
Elevator's
Oh.
locked. Someone forgot to bribe the dockmaster. Still up for a walk? This isn't the only way to the docks.
Coin spare?
Right. We found the thing that told us to go to the docks. I remember now.
Through here. I've got this.
I'm using frost to melt the frost.
I'm guessing you know all the shortcuts in Dogtown. All its secrets?
No. If someone thinks they know all Dogtown secrets, they're either kidding themselves or scamming you.
It's a little thievery. Oh. Oops. I didn't do it. I thought I'd put something up there. I'm muted. Never mind. I said that looks pretty. Also, I love that as a mage I get to wear nice armor now. That never happens. Alright. Oh. That. This all weird red mark that is reflecting that light. Okay.
We were back asking questions. Wanted to know what relics I'd seen on the black market.
You think it's for blood magic? I've heard some rumors.
I don't know, not for sure, but I got a bad feeling.
You think it's for blood magic? This is Tevinter. Everything is for blood magic.
Come on. This path will swing back to the docks.
Can't blow your nose without a good blood sacrifice here. Yeah, I get it. That's the echo. What the fuck is V? You may never know what V is. Can I just die? No, because you might notice I died after bringing up the pause menu. Did you not notice that? It went to the menu and then I got hit. Because I was actually trying to quick load.
Shortcuts in Dogtown. All its secrets?
No. If someone thinks they know all Ducktown secrets, they're either kidding themselves or scamming you.
What is V? What pairing? Oh, Besiege. Okay.
They were back asking questions. Wanted to know what relics I'd seen on the black market.
I think it's for blood magic.
Come on, this path will swing back to the docks.
Right, we're doing this, are we? Turns out verifying the shaders didn't actually help. Right, okay. I think I'm going to do this bit with ray tracing off because that seemed to fix it.
I'm guessing you know all the shortcuts in Dogtown. All its secrets?
No. If someone thinks they know all Ducktown secrets, they're either kidding themselves or scamming you.
Interestingly, like, more cartoony aesthetic than in previous games.
Come on, this path will swing back to the docks.
I'm just gonna... No, save. The other one.
demons. We can't leave him loose. Excellent job, Brooke.
Wrong button.
They're hitting us from afar.
Not us from a distance.
Brooke, watch yourself. Coming at range.
Got us at range. Late swims again.
They're aiming for us.
Right. I would do that after they were dead.
These are my neighbors. That relic won't stay in my town.
Already got it.
The Inquisition had to deal with the Venatori.
Ah, yes. The cult speaks fondly of you.
That's, really?
You were a thorn in their side. I'd say that's flattery.
You're gonna toss the dwarf or what? I'll toss the dwarf if you know what I mean. Not that I ever use orbs. I'm gonna risk some ray tracing again. I'm gonna save first. It seems to be happening in specific bits. I think that might be a bit extreme. A little bit. I don't know, turning this on. Wow. Okay. We've noticed a little flaw in the algorithm. Just a little problem. So it's decreasing and decreasing and decreasing the resolution till I get to 141 FPS. The problem is it's never going to get to 141 FPS because the CPU's the problem. So it's just going to plummet. So let's have a target frame rate of... Here we go. Look how this is changing dynamically. Let's say 60. But better yet. Do I want to turn it off entirely? I'm going to turn it off entirely. That would be a good option if I had a extremely new CPU that was always outpacing the GPU. But I don't. Oh, little snowflakes. There are more of us than them. Bring the lights.
Demons? Why the supplies? I barely got away, and not without bruises. What did Alex say? Told me to take the night off. Streets aren't safe tonight. You think he's gonna tell the boss? Dunno.
No point you have to know. Everything's just so much happening. I love you. Specifically designed to allow easy access to larger and more plentiful potions as needed. Last nice, huh? Oh, that doesn't bode well.
Venatori? You're serious?
Carl's getting bored again.
Bartender, can I have a drink?
What can I get for you? Some grub?
Ooh, a nice sausage. Kirkwall Select. Few barrows survived the Kirkwall Rebellion. This is bottle from one of them. Have any moonshine? Not for the faint of heart or stomach. Minratha's White. Light and refreshing drink for humid to winter summers.
Some days we have a mystery stew.
Oh, enticing.
Next time then.
I did.
Home sweet home. Enjoying the tour?
Lovely. I I like big boats, I cannot lie. Whoops. Oh, yeet!
We're getting closer.
That was the right button. Never mind. Ooh, another staff. A zappy zap.
Sure thing.
Soon. The buyer. Meeting.
Right, a meeting, but where? The trail's starting to fray.
Wrong turn. No. Shouldn't it belong to the Venator?
Not a chance.
You feel death!
You should not telegraph your movements so obviously. Well, let's do a 2.
Take him out!
None of the rain. Watch it! Death is not granted!
Oh, you're behind there. I thought you were just invisible.
We're on fire.
Are you rebuilding your fucking shield, you little twat? Do you want to, like, I don't know, attack the little bastard? What's that do? Grants enhanced damage. That's not really what I wanted. I wanted to attack.
Got you covered. Oh, looks like we have company.
Is everyone all right? Nev, you're
Hi.
back in the city.
Templarana Savas. Don't say you missed me.
I wasn't going to.
Really? Because I heard there's a relic loose. With red lyrium?
How do you... Never mind. You can't say. You never can.
She has a swagger with everything that she says.
At least I think we're friends.
Yes. And Rook, if you're with Nev, I take it I can trust you?
I don't trust you. You're a Templar.
Well, I know what's going on and you don't, so...
Fine. If you have anything on the relic...
I thought Templars worked against mages.
This isn't the South. I work to stop illegal magic, that's all.
You're working the case alone?
Not if you help.
Do you?
The relic trades hands tonight.
I thought you were just a mouthpiece of the Magisterium.
The Magister's son. Interesting. I should get moving.
Nev?
I get the feeling you two have stories.
And they all start like this.
With me annoying you? Harsh, but fair. Look, you're busy. We just got attacked, which means you won't leave until you're sure no one else is lurking around.
And you won't wait.
What can I say? Work to do.
Where are you going?
For a walk to the spillway.
I'll catch up when I'm done.
If you say so. Our trail is frayed, but the spillway's our best bet. Let's go.
I'll make sure there's no one else here.
Okay. But. Big but. I want to drink first. I'm going to go get a drink. See you in a moment. Donde está Amarok? Here it is.
World
Found it.
education now as well. There is
See you in a moment.
problem to believe both in the theory of evolution and believe in a deity.
Well, I think it's to do with education, isn't it? To do with anxiety and that huge tension there is when people want control, and some people want to have a controlling religion and some people want to have a controlling science, and then the two leviathans lock their horns. And it seems to me to be rather foolish, because both people are dealing with making maps, trying to understand things, exploring things, looking at things. What's this about kind of questions. And I can't see what the tension really is, unless you flip over into that I've got the answer to everything, which religion tends to do. It's always wrong, of course, because religion hasn't got the answer to everything.
Chris, I mean, you have described yourself as a lapsed Anglican.
Yeah.
Why did you lapse? I mean, it seems to me if your vicar had been like Victor, you may not have lapsed.
Possibly not, but I can't really agree with Victor about there's no tension. I think there's an incredible tension, and that's the thing that eventually led me away from the church. If it could be proved to me that God existed, and preferably the God of the Anglican Church, I'm not really interested in the others, I would be there in a heartbeat. I would love that. That would be the greatest gift that you could give to me.
So it was doubt about the whole premise that
in the end, finished me off. I mean, it took years, and I think I'd probably stopped believing long before I admitted it to myself. And I've never really talked about this. And it was a hard and emotional thing to do. There's a wonderful passage in one of the Captain Alatriste novels where the narrator says, a man's true home is his childhood. My childhood's in church. I brought myself up religious. My father's an atheist Jew, and my mother was sort of nominally Anglican, but, never really went to church. And I made the decision to go myself. But I sang a lot in choirs and things like that when I was a kid, anthems and so. When I was married in my childhood church, and there was a huge choir there singing these anthems that I'd sung as a kid, and it was incredibly important to me, very moving. And to lose that, to lose the light at the centre of that has been actually quite heartbreaking. But I find that I can't accept it, because what's led me to this is just an examination of what I think is likely, what I think can happen. And one of the reasons that people don't want to let go of their religion is there's a sense of being special, of humankind and life in itself and the world being special, because it's been placed there. It's been carefully created and placed there by this caring figure, and it means that we somehow transcend any idea of animal nature. But actually, within science, there is enough. Within what you're doing at CERN, I mean, this is why the LHC makes me incredibly excited, because within all of that, there is enough wonder, I think, to get us through.
Victor?
Yeah, but I think I agree with all you're saying, and I can't see why that should bring you to the conclusion that there is no God. It's about what we mean by the word, isn't it?
Yeah, possibly.
And how we approach all that stuff. And what I've just said about religion, the trouble with religion is it sets itself up all the time to have the answers to everything, particularly in areas about which it knows nothing or very little at all.
We're also joined by the biologist Adam Rutherford, who...
Still on the introduction. Hilarious. Right. Anyway.
Got it!
Oh. I could have healed myself and stolen that potion. Well, where am I going? We're here somewhere.
Rana's not a shadow dragon. So you work with Templars too?
Rana's clean and her information's good. The rest? Only when I have to.
And the spillway?
Rana mentioned Alvin Bataris, and she doesn't share rumors unless they're likely. Alvin's father oversaw some construction there. If he's visiting this part of town, that narrows the search.
Oh, a ladder. Oh, I saw this. Fucking hell, I saw this from up there. I could have jumped straight down here and be like, oh, this is the answer.
They don't want people getting near the deal. Find the unshielded crystals and we're through.
Feeling a bit grumpy, it made me walk all the way around the houses, and my instinct was to search this area. Oh, I only took one. One's shielded. That one's not. The Thread Crime Syndicate hates the cult as a rule, but I don't know, everything's been weird. Don't get mixed up in anything, just lay low.
Must be one left.
Yeah, you don't say.
That's it. We can cut through the barrier now.
Oh, it's just at one.
Keep moving. Voices. There's someone up ahead.
Albin Bataris, your relic.
Gods rise and power with them, for the glory of Tevinter reborn.
Albin's our buyer, and a Venatori. Sounds like the cult is working for the gods.
Wow, really? Incredible.
You're supposed to wait.
Just a taste of that power.
He's using it now? Move! We need to get closer. We can't let him bolt.
How? Where? Oh, can I just hop through here? Hop through here.
We have our relic buyer. Venatori don't need that relic.
Stop me! You can't stop the Venator. This power
Will what? Impress a risen god. He can control it.
Shut up!
Who the fuck can let me move?
Look out!
No. Sometimes it's really unresponsive and takes like 3 goes at moving. Oh, no. Here we go. Here we go again. Wait, wonderful. Great, wonderful time to come back, game. Am I dead? Somehow no.
Raged incoming.
Move now.
Yes, I'm trying. I was hammering the fucking thumb button.
Under fire. Watch it.
I...
They're hitting us from afar.
Not from that far.
Brooks hurt. Got him through the distance.
They're at range.
The Venatori's power is on the rise, and this part's mine.
You're not keeping that relic.
fuck's sake. No? Where's my mouse? Here it is. Do you want a fucking ice break?
Coming at range.
Get clear.
The relic. We've got more demons. Oh, good. This wasn't fun enough. Fire! Look out! Rana, here to check on me.
I wasn't expecting a fight, or this much of a fight.
Well, surprise.
Again?
They're aiming for us.
We're under fire.
They're on Rook.
Under fire. Watch it.
Ranged attackers.
You won't walk away from here.
More demons. We can't let them get loose.
We need to stop them here.
They're shooting for us.
Really? I thought they were, like, making friends. I thought this was their idea of hospitality. Can you, like, heal me? Oh, great. Now you do the shields. About a whole second after I eventually let go of the button.
You won't be releasing any more demons.
And you're the smuggler. I know you. You're part of the Thread Crime Syndicate.
Oh, you don't say.
Sure. But Red Lyrium. Working with Venatori. It's not your style.
Who's this cunt?
Here they are. My son is no cultist. He was completely misled. I appreciate your help, Knight Commander. Let's go.
Nice try. The Venatori rise.
You know he's guilty. How much did it cost the Magister?
Watch it, Gallus, or you'll be charged.
With what? I tie something up and you undo it. Isn't this familiar?
Save the sob story. We got the smuggler. Or do you want Bataris to release her, too?
I'll find a way to fix this.
Damn it.
So that's a day in Minrathous.
Like all the rest.
And here I thought we'd say hello to the Shadow Dragons and be on our way.
Someone's a dreamer. We got the relic and the smuggler. The Shadows will watch the cult. If that leads to the gods, they'll send word. It's not perfect, but count your wins. You don't always get them, especially here.
It wasn't a perfect ending, but Docktown was safe. From tonight's demons, anyway. Nev's past was coming back to haunt her. She just didn't know it yet.
We done a thing. We've stopped Venatori Albin Bataris from claiming a dangerous relic, but the involvement of the Thread crime syndicate took Nev by surprise. Hopefully. I can turn this back on now. Because we're not in Minrathous anymore. Let's see if we can talk to anyone first before we go back to the crossroad. Always been Ethel. Wake up, you got to tidy your room now.
So, Scout Harding glows now? Is that a thing everyone's doing, or just her?
Just her. Ethel, wake up. You gotta tidy your rum now. Speaking of rum. Oh, I need some rum. I have rum, actually. Oh, pretty. Nev and Harding are both out here, aren't they? Ooh.
Need and knowledge.
New equipment to the caretaker's workshop will increase in item statistics. I think we've read this, but we didn't have the caretaker at the time. Can I, can I? Alright. Collecting mementos, blah, 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 blah. Words. I don't like how the weather is different here every time I come back. Always. It's bright.
Hey, Rook. The Shadows will keep an eye on the Venatori, but I'm sure they'll stay a pain in our side, too.
Okay. Oh, Harding was in this. What's in this one? Oh, Balara!
Okay. Try again.
Deep breaths. There. Oh, God. Damn it. Oh, no. Sorry. Just breaking things.
Want help? I could, I don't know, kick it or something?
Oh, yes. Just be careful. Some things don't do well. If you break them, I mean.
What kind of don't do well are we talking about?
Oh, you know, reality tears, wild magical energy. Also, for some reason, bees. I don't know why. And I don't know why this won't work. Thought I'd figured it out. But it keeps breaking, and I can't get my thoughts to line up.
You fixed the Illuvian, though.
The Illuvian was easy. Once I replaced the resonance crystals, adjusted the lyrium lens, it worked fine. I mean, I had to realign the matrices, but it just worked. Not like this thing.
Balara, I don't understand half the words you just used. You'll figure this out. Whatever this is.
It's the Nodus Dirthalin, the 8th archive. I heard it was gone forever, but here it is.
So what does it do?
It knows things, whatever its creator knew, at least. So much knowledge, all the wonders of Elvenon. Or at least bits of them, which is more than we have.
Actual knowledge or
Whoever
the Venereus knowledge?
but clumsy. It's resonating off tempo. Need to match it. First, introduce a microfracture. But before that, you'll need the Fate Harmonics, so... Sorry, I ramble sometimes. I'm a rambler. Ruined a lot of relationships. Most of the people I've been with didn't care for it. And I'm doing it. Again.
I've been known to ramble now and then. Sometimes I get ahead of my thoughts, and when I try to sort them out, they're all jumbled.
Right. And they're slippery and fast, and you can only catch some of them. Oh, I wish I could catch the thought that would let me fix this thing. I'll get back to it. Soon. But I think I need a break. Maybe take a nap and I can finish later.
Personally, I always endorse napping.
Right. Never underestimate a good nap. Anyways, let me know if you need me. I'll be ready.
I do love a good nap.
They'd found someone who could fix their mirror. One of Arlathan's own veil jumpers. Just what they were looking for. And Balara had found something else. An artifact that held a wealth of lost...
I was supposed to have this conversation a long time ago, wasn't I?
Like that was going to attract more attention than they'd bargained for.
Rook, good to see you.
Yeah, I don't have a reflection in that mirror. Oh, it's night time. No, it's not. Oh, it was night time for a moment.
I'm heading out to practice my new magic. I could use some moral support. I really have to get better at using my new abilities. Don't want to drop a rock on someone's head.
Am I leveled up? Okay. Find the Luvian that leads to Arlathan Forest. Okay. I did level up. It's a whole fucking web, isn't it? Okay. Okay, and what else is there? Oh, just the 3. I thought there'd be one at each vortex. Much more navigable. Guild tree. Damage versus barrier. You gain 20 mana. Yes, Blizzard, okay. You do 25% more damage. Glacial pathway. Oh, glacial pass may trigger automatically. Fine, whatever. Cooldown. Damage versus barrier. More mana. Area. To the crossroads, I guess. I guess I could have fast traveled here. Oh wow. Wow. I was pressing E to move to strafe. Move and
The dock's been fixed. The caretaker must be regaining control of the crossroads.
this before. I go to the Arlothan Forest, please.
I can only take you to an Illuvian. You need to find the rest.
Okay.
I can't place it.
Earwax.
For a moment, it smelled like Docktown after it rains.
Could be magic from the ancient elves.
Not. Earwax?
Beyond Tom? Here?
There are Kunari here. Because of course there are. To be fair, after the Trespasser, this shouldn't be a surprise. What? Oh, I pressed 2. I thought I pressed 1. Your job is not done, in fact.
First the Crossroads Guardians, and now the Arntom. Stay alert.
New exploration level unlocked. A new exploration level is available. Return to this location via the world map or through the Crossroads Illuvian to explore and come. Yep, that is the idea. Yoink.
Well, look at that.
Don't know what it is I'm killing. Wrong button. Thank you for dodging after he attacked. Like, waited a fucking minute.
Still alive? Still alive.
Never mind, I didn't actually use my potions.
What's this? It looks like an entryway. Wait, what happened? This doesn't feel like the Fade. More like a dream, or...
Glad you made it here safely. I didn't love our odds without you.
Who, me?
All right. Everything's in place. We hit Algernon's island fortress tonight. This is our best chance to free the people he's enslaved. Get in, save as many as you can, and bring them back here to Sanctuary. Be fast and be safe. I'll meet you on the other side. Fen-Haral scouting ahead. For freedom! For the Dread Wolf!
Do you fancy attacking at any point?
Now it's your turn.
Sir, the Dread Wolf is testing his noble rebels against my stronghold. How courageous.
Those memories can hurt you. Take them down.
There was an achievement there, but I'm a bit busy to read at the moment.
Algernon sent his guards to attack the Dreadwolf's rebels.
At least it's not the real Algernon, especially here.
You persist for naught. The people under my rule are not yours to plunder.
More guards.
Set up, you do the rest.
All right.
Glad to see we all made it. Algernon's forces are making things interesting. You, keep moving no matter what. Free those slaves. We'll take everyone else and give the guards something to think about. We must be swift. Elganon is coming.
Sola sounded frightened.
In his position? Can't blame him in this case.
Get that prison open.
Okay. This is not remotely what I came here to do. Okay, I take it we've got to do both of them.
Quickly, get us out of here.
Locked tight, and no sign of a key.
Maybe something in here can open it.
Yoink. We put the orb in the receptacle.
Thank you all.
There's an alluvion nearby. We'll head there right away.
Go. The Dreadwolf must be waiting for you.
Quickly! Elganon approaches. Stop his guards. We need to buy time for the captives to get to safety. I will hold off Elganon himself for as long as I am able.
The vermin keep coming. Go. I will deal with that ragged wolf.
One last push.
No, wrong one. Wrong button.
There will be a reckoning for this Solus, no matter how far you run.
Let the big asshole rant. Everyone we freed is safe in the crossroads.
Without all of you, well, thank you. But can Elganon find us here?
He cannot. I have made sure of... Solus?
Elganon is a powerful opponent. My apologies. It is of no consequence. What matters, my friends, is that today, all of us are free.
I think that's it. The memory ends here.
Solus always cared about fighting injustice. He used to be a hero. He still thinks he is.
Couldn't last, could it?
His memories seem to condense into that statuette. There must be more to this.
Yeah, that statue of Mythal. Alright, more healing. Okay. What do these do? When the effect ends, a final instance of healing increased by 300%. When the first healing, I think the first healing is probably more useful. Fuck it. Is no one wondering why the Solus memories are appearing near a statue of Mythal? They're the slaves, right? They're the fleeing slaves. I didn't think they would physically be here. Fucking attack some of them. No? Are you not feeling like it? Guess they're not. They're feeling sorry for the poor Widow Canary.
That looked like it hurt. Ranged attackers.
Thank you. Thank you for putting up my shield a whole year after I fucking pushed the button. Can you, like, try now?
Great hit, Rook.
Yeah, nice fucking thanks to you guys. Oh, now you're fucking attacking. Never mind, you're not anymore.
Someone follow up.
Fucking hate that there's something incoming, you push your shield, and about a second later, it puts the shield up. Great, is it health again? He's just immune to my particular thing. And the others aren't fucking attacking.
Ready again.
Are you?
I'm ready. Let's go.
See how ready you are. Not very, clearly.
We're under fire. Look out.
Fucking press the fucking button!
I've got the setup. You do the rest.
I'm getting really annoyed. The way I'm pushing the button to bring up the shield, and it's waiting until after the attack comes, and then putting the shield up.
Do Templars really not have authority over mages in Tevinter? What happens if there's blood magic? What do they do?
Depends on the Templar. Depends on who's bought their loyalty.
What do you do when the authorities can't be trusted to do the right thing?
Harding, how are you? Sweet summer child. took it the other way.
We're not alone.
I was wondering when this would happen. That was dodging the wrong way.
Look, the statue that controls those bridges is broken.
Broken or sabotaged?
Doesn't matter. We can figure this out.
I think I did.
That the last of them?
No. There's 2 more down there, look. Not the last of them. That was meant to be 1. Pushed the wrong button. Can I just... Nah. Hoping I could aggro it at will. Alas. Okay. Alright then. Oh, it's here. Oops.
We got company.
Have we? I love company. Gonna make friends. What are you attacking? Well, something behind me for a minute then. No, you just missed, I guess.
Those figures are everywhere. The spirits? Worshippers?
More undead. That's not good. The god must have plans for them here too.
I feel like 1 health bar is enough. Oh, you're Nev. You're not. He looks a lot like an undead Nev. It's a mistake anyone could make. Heals, please.
Now it's your turn.
You can look at Rook all you like, Nev. All the better for looking at Rook, right?
You got him.
We did. That's an accurate summary of events.
We've got company. Let's finish this.
That's rope for you.
I feel like the Canary should probably be attacking the undead first before us.
That goes to you. All set.
On to you.
Something's ready. Not too bad.
Got him.
Fight alongside undead. The gods
That's why what I said.
justifications for them.
Oh. You think the Kunari... Oh. They were fighting against Fenhalel. That doesn't make sense, though. I don't understand what this is locked behind. But we got new clothes for her. When you first started, this was a safe place for spirits who joined our cause to find peace from the stress of battle. Now, I don't know. Not a lot of spirits use it any longer. Are they going stronger? Or has the fight against the Evernurus made demons of us all? A lot of Andraste. Not hearing much about Andraste in this game, are we? Charm given to the newly appointed father of the Imperial Chantry. The cracked stone serves as a reminder of Andraste's mortal heart. Know what I'm supposed to do in here. If anything.
read the notes on the Circle Road case?
The murdered Magister's aide? Killed with an arrow instead of magic. Hard to get an angle like that.
It is. Where would you take it from?
I don't know the place that well, but there's a tower not far that would get a clean shot. And good cover.
But if you were angry and in a hurry, if the shot were more lucky than planned.
Well, there's that bridge. Wait. Why are you asking me?
Everyone's a suspect, Harding. Nah, it's probably more because you ask experts, didn't you?
Company. Got it from a distance.
The fucker from healing. Harding, you're on fire.
I see what aligns. Bring it. The gods shall die.
My job's done. Your turn.
It's a bit crap if I go too far towards the bridge. They just heal. You're really ready. Shit. Not the button I wanted to press. Right, if you're ready to go again. Fuck it. Just wait.
Let's do this again.
Okay, let's do it again. Doop. Doop.
that's done.
Heals. Oh bugger. Well, we're straight for the cooldown.
Whatever you say.
Oops. Ah, Boaty Boy. Where is I'm actually trying to get to? I'm gonna get on Boaty Boy.
To other shores.
You know what? Actually, I probably didn't want to get on Boaty Boy.
That scent. I can't place it.
For a moment, it smelled like Docktown after it rains.
Could be magic from the ancient elves.
Oh. There's the alluvian. We nodding?
If what happened at Demeter's Crossing spreads,
Not much we can do to stop it. You have to attack it at the source.
Elgarnan and Gillanane.
When did the troubles begin?
Recently. Around the time Solus's ritual went wrong.
The animals sensed it right away, before we even knew. Whole flocks of birds scattered to the wind.
My bad.
I figured something wicked was brewing. Then the Hala made scarce, and I knew for sure.
Darren, we really should have insisted to Melia that she leave the depths of the forest earlier. I knew something was wrong. My magic felt different, the air felt changed, even the wind rustling through the leaves sounded like a warning. Told me to go ahead, wait by the river. I was there with the others when we started seeing lights in the sky. Our Arafel never made it out. I'm so sorry. Let's have a look. It's also saving every like 3 to 7 minutes.
The forest doesn't seem right today.
Don't it not? All right then.
What do we have here?
Already been in there.
So, how well do you know the Viper? Because I've heard things.
Oh? What things?
Like, no one really knows who he is.
Is that right?
That maybe he used to be a slave and now fights slavers?
That would make sense.
Or that he's the Archon or a Magister in disguise.
Decent theory.
You know, don't you? You know!
What makes you say that?
You totally know.
Totally the Archon.
They're at range.
Got us at a distance.
They're shooting for us.
Would you mind shooting for them?
That's one for us.
Here we go.
We're under fire.
Start quest. Questing starting. Help Harding practice her ability. Meet Harding at the location marked in Arlathan. Harding wants to get better at using her strange new abilities and head to Arlathan Forest for some much needed practice.
This should be perfect. It's wide open, lots of rocks, and away from people. I don't want to try anything where I could hit someone.
What about me?
Actually think you might hurt someone?
Not on purpose. If I can actually work my magic safely, maybe I can convince you it isn't bad. Come on.
Aww,
New
she's...
abilities are a bit worrisome, but I'm sure they'll be useful. You could use them to get places you can't reach. Things like that.
Wow.
I should try it out, don't you think?
Just because she's a dwarf? You're an elf, so... rein it the fuck in.
See this rock? I'm gonna move it. Oh, awkward. Why are you just standing there?
Do you want me to turn around? Give you two some privacy?
Performance anxiety.
But I did it before, when we were fighting Darkspawn.
We were in danger. Maybe that helped?
So, a mental cue. Some kind of emotional trigger.
Maybe you could think about how your abilities protect us?
Instinct. Protection. Shield myself. Shield others. If I had this magic before, I could have... I could have protected the people who matter.
Okay, but you did move the rocks, though.
Wow, you're usually way better at distraction.
Thanks. Wait.
I could focus on the people I can help now, instead of the ones I couldn't. Either way, I think I'll need more practice with this. Don't you?
I wonder what's up there. Think you could find us a route?
Maybe. I'll take a look. Leave it to me. You got it.
Whee! That was fun.
I bet you could move this to give us something to climb on.
Right.
Well done. Let's find another rock for you to practice on.
The multitudes called out, finding solace in each other.
What?
I don't know. I was just saying something, wasn't I? Huh. Just came to me.
Okay. Well, that was a ledge I could stand on. It was not.
Think you could clear a path for us?
Oh. Tsunami time, here we come.
Want to try another one?
Why not? Of course. There you go.
Practice is really helping, huh?
I might even be ready for a bigger challenge now.
Bigger rock.
Over here.
So many rocks. And they feel different. That one's granite. That one's slate.
That's your stone sense.
That one might be quartz. I wonder if the rock's composition affects my magic. Sorry, just thinking out loud. Let's get back to it. Practicing, I mean. Got it.
Let's find a couple more.
Heard ya.
Yeah, I meant this one actually.
Got it.
It's no trouble for you now.
I know. This is great.
Well, they've got some health potions lying around for a reason, I'm sure.
Control the abilities. That's a good sign.
I know you were a bit worried, but I really think it'll be fine.
What was that?
Someone's in trouble.
They're identical, nearly. Let's stick with this one. Wait, did that just say? Yeah, slightly nicer stuff. Right, we're going over there then. Get it. Okay, I can't swim. Good to know. Right, okay, I see now. I see now what I was supposed to do. Oh, I did see. Okay.
Over here, Harding. We need to move quick.
Please, someone! Is anyone out there?
Someone's in trouble. We need to go.
Oh. This one still works. You got over here.
I can't move.
Hold on. Up over there. I bet that's where he is.
First of all, we've got some boxes to break. I do like destroying boxes. Oops.
How about if you move?
Oh.
Moved this rock. There he is. Let's hurry. Easy.
Maker, I thought I was dead for sure.
Harding wouldn't let that happen.
The rocks. How did you do that?
Magic.
Harding?
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Sister, I feel you, touched by the ancients as I was. Find me. Look to those closest to the stone, and find me.
Harding? What's wrong? What are you hearing?
I'm sorry. Let's just get our friend to safety, and then we'll talk. Ugh. Okay.
We leveled up. Critical damage. Alright, it's over this way. Somewhere. Oh, can't go inside there. Oh.
We need the Horror. It is so dark out here. Is the path shifting? The tracks go in circles. But how? No, we're not lost.
Maybe if we found the people the spirit's talking about, that might help.
Trapped. Can't get out. Oh, it hurts. It's dark. Please. They didn't know what to do. They didn't want to die. Stop the thoughts. Stop the fears. Quiet, please. Make it quiet.
I've seen spirits overwhelmed by bad emotion. Eventually, they turn.
Could this spirit sense the agony of the Dalish who recently died in the forest?
Help them. Help me. I can't move.
Secrets of the past now hidden, to each and every man forbidden. But seek ye with a watchful eye, and find a key in the owl's
Huh. A giant owl. Must be something to this.
Yeah, it's Algernon. I'm pretty sure the giant owl is Algernon. Like, an elf should know this. Music in this game is very Mass Effect. Especially Mass Effect 2, I think.
Eyes open.
There's our targets.
Team up here. Keep at 'em. With me. Nami, move yours.
I thought there was some behind me. What's about easy money?
Nice, Rook.
You're saying easy money because all your companions are dead, so if you think you win, you won't have to split the money as far.
Nice moves.
Made it through that one.
We got company.
Got us at range. Watch it. Got through that. Got us at range.
Look at range.
Are they? Oh, there you are. Heals, blocks.
Done. Good hit.
That it?
Beat the odds there.
You think? Apparently I missed one right outside this door. Oh, that's a bit grim.
It's completely burned. That must have been a big fire. And this scorched relic, is this what started the blaze?
A fire like this would have been terrifying. So the spirit gets overwhelmed by fear.
Ow. You don't say! Jesus fuck.
I've got the setup to do the rest.
Oh, whatever. I don't suppose you can move any rocks around me, can you? Right. Bugger. Bugger. Wait. Music's back. No, it's not. I hear clicking. I don't hear clicking. I hear clicking.